Who is Joe Daniels and Style Guy?
When I was a kid, I went to church a lot, and I would see the guys at church. They would be in their suits, tailored, very nice presentation. And I would go home, and that's how I wanted to look. And I remember there was a time where I wanted this navy blue suit. I saw someone at church have it. I wanted a navy blue suit. I went away for a trip. I came back. My mom surprised me with this navy blue suit. So like any 13-year-old boy, I take the suit to my room and I get out all my ties and I'm trying to match it up to see what looks good. And to my dismay, I realize I don't have a tie that matches this suit. So I take the suit downstairs and I run to my mom and I say, listen, I need a new tie for this suit. And she looks at me puzzled. She said, since when does the tie need to match the suit? And that's when I realized that maybe I think a little differently than most people do. Fast forward 400 years in the future, I spent about 10 years working in men's clothing. Okay, I've been in the tuxedo business and the men's retail business, and I realized that what I liked about those businesses wasn't the management part. The management part I would go home and worry about, whether we were going to make the sales numbers and those things. I didn't like that part of the business. What I liked was the interaction. A guy would walk into the store, and for some reason when they walk into a clothing store or something unfamiliar, the first thing they do is they look at the ceiling. Don't know why they do it, but that's what happens. But the interaction with that guy, helping him dress for whatever the occasion was that was important to him, that was what I liked. So I found a way to extrapolate that part of the business. So that's what I do.
Why Mansfield?
I get that question a lot. When I tell people what I do, they always ask me, well, why Mansfield? Or you think you can do that in Mansfield? And the reason why people think that is they don't see Mansfield as a center where people have a lot of opportunity to dress nice. Or they think that all I want to do is make sure every guy looks like he's walking down the runway. Simply, I believe that every guy has at least one occasion in his life that requires him to step it up a notch. Now, whether that step it up a notch is a full suit and tie, whether it's you're meeting your girlfriend's parents for the first time, okay, that doesn't require a suit and tie, but it probably requires better than what you might wear every day for something like that. I believe that everybody has that opportunity. Second of all, I believe if I'm going to be successful, I need to start where I'm from. Born and raised in Mansfield, went to school at Madison. I've been working in this community since day one. Mom's Hamburgers was my first job. So I think there's some meat to a story from someone starting where they're from. So, and I have the ability, being in Mansfield, I can, if I need to, I can go to Columbus, I can go to Cleveland, I can expand. It can be a springboard into other locations. But I believe to be successful, I need to start here. It's a new concept for Mansfield. In other cities, they're wardrobe consultants, or they call themselves style consultants or image consultants. And a lot of them, they'll bill upwards of $150, $200, even $300 an hour in some cases. There's actually a firm in Columbus. They bill $150 an hour with 2-hour minimum, so you can't even talk to them for less than $300. Okay. I realize Columbus, we're not the big cities. So I have a service that starts at just $100.
And what are your services?
There are 3 services that I offer. One service is just a single occasion. It's a special event, your job interviews, meeting the parents for the first time. You have one particular event to go to, and you want to look as good as you can. The next service is more comprehensive. I call it wardrobe engineering. So it would be the service where you look at your closet and you want to start over, or you've been at your job for 30 years and you need a new look. Recent promotion, or you're starting a new career. Let's say you're starting a new career, but you don't want to look like it's your first day on your first day. That's wardrobe engineering. And the other service that I offer is designed for wedding parties. I help the groom and his groomsmen decide what to wear, how to wear it, whether they should be renting or purchasing the garments. I even show up at the wedding to help the guys get ready before they walk down the aisle. It's called the I Do Fit and Finish, is what I call it. And if you're renting tuxedos, I'll show up at the reception and return them for you.
How does someone contact you?
There are lots of ways to contact me. If you're into social media, If you go to Instagram or on Twitter, type in hashtag #StyleGuySays. That'll bring up almost any of my posts on Instagram and anything important that I say on Twitter. And if you are on Twitter, you know that not everything everybody says is important. I also have a website, www.styleguy.org, and I have a phone that's not attached to the wall in the kitchen. It's my cell phone. It's 419-632-4384. Style Guy makes looking good look easy. What other reason would you need?
Awesome. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.